Welcome to our live streams. This is where the grown-ups trade. No hype, no flexing, no TikTok guru nonsense. Just focus, discipline, and respect for the craft. Here we trade gold, the oldest store of value on Earth, at the precision scalping level. That's where trading gets real. Where a single tick too early or too late decides everything. It's the hardest style of trading there is. And the highest form, too, because it demands mastery of mind, structure, and emotion. Execution over ego. Reaction over prediction. Can it be the most lucrative? Yes, but only for those who earn it. There are no shortcuts here. You can't fake discipline at 10-second speed. Most gurus out there sell you dreams from their demo accounts. We build traders who can survive the market on their own terms. We don't promise easy wins. We teach you how to build a system that doesn't break when you do. If you're here, you already know what that takes. Courage, grit, gumption, the willingness to get punched in the face by uncertainty and still show up tomorrow with your rules intact. Because precision scalping isn't just a trading style, it's a mirror. It shows you who you are under pressure, and it forces you to get better, not just as a trader, but as a person. The focus you build here, the emotional control, the ability to act without hesitation, those are life skills. They translate everywhere. So welcome to the Barcelona Trader, where we practice the hardest craft in markets and one of the most rewarding in life. Let's get to work.
Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is January 22nd, 7:35 a.m. in New York, and we're here to trade the New York session, gold and gold futures. Great for you to join us. Just me right now. We'll get Tono in here in a little bit. Open up the Zoom room. You're welcome to join the Zoom room and trade with us if you so desire. Not financial advice, but you can take our trades in our Zoom room. You can take them on YouTube too, but there is a little bit of a delay, and sometimes we get in and get out before that delay would give you time to react. But you will hear all of our setups. You will hear when we're about to get in, where we'll be explaining all the rationale behind the trades that we take. I'm trading gold futures. Tono trades spot gold. We do both here. I am setting up my iPad here because I also journal as I trade, as you are supposed to do. And we will get started taking a look. What we're looking at right now here on the screen is the VIX. Oh, yeah, we're not looking at anything on the screen, are we? I've got this stream starting soon thing still up here. Let me get that off. Boom. Okay, that's better. Sorry about that. Yeah, so here we are. Just a second here. I'm getting my first of all, since our little theme song is over there, I like to calm things down a little bit and put on some of this music that gets us into the zone. We like to trade in the zone. Get into a state of flow where we become the market. We understand the market. Okay, enough of that. There's no esoteric part of that. Okay, I'm going to make myself a new template sheet today. All right, I've got a few things to do before we really get into it here. Now, we don't officially. I open the Zoom room at about 7:45. We don't really trade unless there's just an obvious setup and things are really moving until 8 a.m. That's kind of our rule. So let me prepare the morning briefing. Oops. Just give me a moment here while I get this up for us. Okay. While that's preparing, let's talk about this. It looks like the VIX has come way down. You know, we had that stuff in Davos yesterday where Trump went over there and demanded Greenland and came away saying, okay, we've got a framework of an agreement that is probably the same agreement we've had with Denmark since 1951, and blowing up the trust in our allied relationships probably wasn't necessary to get there, but that's not Trump's way of doing things. So the VIX has come down, volatility index, where the markets have calmed a bit because of that. Here on the bottom right, we have the DXY. That's the dollar index as measured against a basket of 7 foreign currencies. We see that the dollar, well, if we look here at the chart on top, this is the 30-minute chart, so we get a bit zoomed out view of what the dollar's been doing. We see that it began coming down again in the London session after going up most of the day yesterday. It has started to come down a bit. We are at 98.68. That's still fairly weak dollar. And over here on the left side of the charts, we have the 10-year U.S. government bond yields. Both of these charts move inversely to gold, so we like to look at that and see if it confirms or doesn't confirm the trend at any particular time that we're seeing on gold. Here we have the 15-minute spot gold chart. Actually, I like this chart to be the 5-minute, so let's switch that there, and let's take off the indicators, and let's see where, excuse me, let's see where we stand. Okay, so what we have here is the daily pivot point. We're sitting right on top of that. Just below that, we have the previous day value area high, and above that, we have the DM3. Pivot points and these volume lines are really the only predictive indicators that we have on the chart. All of the other indicators are reactive indicators. They're latent indicators. They tell you what the chart has just done. The pivots tell you likely where price is going to react, pause, evaluate its life choices, and decide whether it continues or not. All right, I'm going to put that back here. It's the 1-minute chart. Same thing, same spot, just seeing it in a more zoomed in level. And here we have the 10-second chart for gold futures. Okay, let me go back to my Evernote. This is the template for January 22nd, 2026. Okay, and we are trading the New York session, and we're going to get rid of that. Okay. And then we got to go over here and we got to post this on the Barcelona Trader or Gold Traders Facebook group. Always put the analysis there before we get our session started. If you want to go to Facebook, you can find it at Gold Traders XAUUSD and Futures. You'll see the Barcelona Trader logo there. It's not there yet. I haven't hit publish yet. There we go. That is now published to Facebook. Okay. So we're going to read that here in just a moment. Make sure we have our analysis correct. In the meantime, I'm going to get this Zoom room open. Got a little movement going on here. Those aren't my pips, though. Those are someone else's pips. Maybe they're yours. You getting those pips? There we go. Morning, Tono. Are you there? Oh, you have your mic and your camera muted.
Okay. Mike, 1 second, all right?
Yep, no worries.
All right, brother. Now, I notice I'm experiencing some internet issues here. I hope the broadcast is clear. So what do we have here in terms of dollar gold strength? We have things that are looking about even. If we look over here at FX Blue, relative currency strength, the dollar is at negative 2.4, gold is at negative 1.7, meaning that gold's a bit stronger than the dollar. So that would indicate that we might be going up. But we haven't been looking at that long enough to see if those numbers have been converging or diverging. So we don't really know. What's good, man?
Hey, good morning. How are you doing? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you fine. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, just sitting down and taking a look at what the day holds here, what the session holds.
Good. Looks like we've been tight the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, Yeah, yeah. I had to re-hedge last night on my spot as we went back up. We're up here
Oh,
above.
were you able to get out?
No, no, I wasn't able to get out. No, it didn't come down far enough for me to get out, and on the way back up, I just had to re-hedge
Oh, right.
at 99.
Cool. We got news at 8:30 and 10.
Right. Okay. All right, let me get my MT4 up. Okay.
So they're very relatively the same strength right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and if you look at XF trend, I've got red, green, red, green, red, green, green, green.
Right. We're sitting right on basically right above the daily pivot on
Yeah.
the daily pivot chart, and then there's a resistance right above it that's
Yeah.
kind of squeezing it into that little narrow
Yeah. Yeah.
channel. Let me see.
Maybe I'll read the briefing while we're waiting.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. So, XAUUSD, the art of the ordeal hangover. The vibe is disappointed but expensive. Good morning. If you're wondering why we dropped, well, we dropped more than $30 from the highs, but where we are right now is about $30 from the high, and it's because of the apocalypse. The apocalypse has been rescheduled. Donald Trump took the stage in Davos yesterday, and instead of announcing an invasion of Greenland, he gave us a negotiation tactic. Here's the morning after analysis for the New York session. The catalyst: I won't use force. The market wanted fireworks. It got a real estate seminar. The news: in his speech yesterday, Trump explicitly stated, I won't use force to take Greenland. The reaction: the war premium evaporated instantly, and that's why we flushed from 48.62 to 48.31. The algos realized we aren't getting Red Dawn Arctic Edition this week. The catch: he confirmed the 10% tariffs on the Arctic 8 will still start on February 1st if no deal is reached. The Nobel confirmation: yes, it is confirmed he linked the threat to being snubbed for the Nobel Peace Prize in a text to Norway. We're still trading a geopolitical tantrum, just a nonviolent one. 2. The spirit of dialogue setup. Davos is continuing today under the theme A Spirit of Dialogue, which is ironic given that Europe is currently preparing 25% retaliatory tariffs. The current state: we are in a deadline trade. The market knows nothing bad happens until February 1st. This creates a buy the dip environment because tariffs equal inflation equals higher gold. The trap: don't short the boredom. The underlying trend is still driven by a trade war that starts in 10 days. Okay, so at the New York Open, the consolidating the disappointment dump. The floor is 48.20. This is the structure we held overnight. As long as we stay above this, the trend is intact. The ceiling, or the target, is 48.50. We need to reclaim the mid-range. If we pop 48.40, we drift back up. The line in the sand is 4,800. If we lose this, the Nobel premium is officially gone. Final thought: the market is sulking because it didn't get the war. It didn't get the war it wanted.
Yeah.
That's the gold market. The gold loves uncertainty. It's not to say that we're in favor of war. The market is sulking because it didn't get a war, just a trade dispute over a participation trophy. But remember, 10% tariffs on Europe are still bullish for gold. We just don't need to buy a bunker anymore. Trade the levels, not the ego. So that is that's the briefing.
But let's also mention that he can change his mind today.
Oh yeah, yeah, everything. Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's the thing. You can't trust him, and that's another reason that prices are high. Is even though they have a framework of an agreement, whatever crisis comes up tomorrow that he doesn't like what Europe is doing, he's going to say, "Hey, do it my way," or tariffs. It's like Europe's going to be, you can't make a final deal with this guy. The art of the ordeal. All right. Let's get in the zone. Let's get in the zone. You know what that means. Change the camera angle. All right, we've got 4 minutes, about 3.5 minutes for the 8 o'clock candle. All right. Okay, we have come below the pivot, just a touch. And it looks like we're falling here. Whoa, look at that. Pushing right into these supports though on the 1 minute Hakanashi, so I don't feel too comfortable about that, but it does look like it's kind of making up its mind.
Well, it broke that daily pivot, so
Yeah,
that's a good sign that we're going down.
yeah.
That's not even the 8 o'clock candle.
Right. Got 2 minutes for that.
Boom, 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 boom.
So if we get a little momentum here on the downside, though, might take a sell. But I'm going to wait for that 8 o'clock for sure.
I think I'm gonna go get a new monitor if the snow isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was messing around with my screens, and I can't share my screens on. Oh, here we go.
That's still got 1 minute. Interesting.
I can't share my screens on these ultra thin monitors,
Yeah.
ultra wides, and my laptop is too small, so I need a second monitor that I can actually flip to.
Oh, right. Got the swing low right here. We're also at the previous day value area low on the 1 minute on Trading View, and we're at a swing low, so be cautious. And we have 20 seconds before the 8 o'clock candle. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8 o'clock. I see I'm not signed into my broker here on Trading View. Let's see if this pays off for me. I think I got in a bit early. I know I did.
Looks like it's coming though.
It's bouncing around too much. I got out with a 160 loss, which is better than taking a bath. That was too cavalier of me. We're hitting a support right here on the daily pivot as well.
Oh yeah.
And on the 5 minute Hakanashi.
up on a pivot.
Yeah.
Back to the pivot. Got the here, if you look at my 1 minute chart, we've got the previous day value area low right here where we are now. Right below that, a swing low, and right below that, a bull volume. And I guess that is kind of being represented by that order block on the daily pivot chart. That's the big support right there. It's holding it down.
Yeah, hold it up. Yeah.
Yeah. So the last night's re up today,
What?
like you were trading last night on your prop account
Yeah.
after 6 o'clock. Are we
Yeah.
on that same session now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But most of my prop firms count it as calendar days. So
What's that mean?
so the broker counts it as the Asia session and the New York session and the London session are all the same day, right? Starts with Asia, ends with New York.
Right.
That's one day. But the prop firms say that January 21st is one day and January 22nd is a different day.
Mm-hmm.
So on the prop firms, if you're looking at consistency rules and things like that, you have to calculate the days as calendar days here in the US.
Okay.
Look at those last 4 or 5 candles on the 1 minute Hakanashi. Just nothing.
Nothing. This is trading like a Monday.
Yeah. Well, you know, we do have news at 8:30, right? So things could just be hanging out until then.
Yeah, it's true.
Yo, did
Hey, man.
did
What's
y'all
up,
get
man?
in, did y'all get involved with that fall yesterday with that drop about 2-3 o'clock yesterday evening?
Afternoon?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
On my spot account, I got it. I took about $200.
Same here. But then I played with it too long. Man, that thing just stopped in the middle of the air like Superman.
And you got
And
caught.
yes, and then turned around and went like 30, 40 pips back over 48,
Yeah.
20, 30, and then dropped back down to the 80s. I'm like, I
Mm.
know, man. I said, bro, somebody playing, man. They playing with us. This is crazy.
Yeah. I got stuck in a hedge because of that.
Yep.
I think we're in a holding pattern here until 8:30.
Feels like it wants to go up now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope they want to do something. Hard to believe this month almost over, bro.
Yeah.
you on social media? Ian?
You asked me a question.
Yeah, I said, are you on social media? Like Facebook or Instagram or
Well,
any of that stuff?
yeah, I got a Facebook going on 2 years ago now for the first time in my life, but I'm faceless. I don't do nothing on it.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, what you got?
I have a Facebook account. I have a LinkedIn account. Those are really the only two ones that I use.
Yeah, I think I created a LinkedIn. It's hard for me to keep up with this computer stuff, man. The social media stuff.
Yeah.
We up to 20, 28, 29. It might be going up. Just so slow.
I took a stupid sell right there on the 8 o'clock candle and lost 150 bucks.
It ain't went nowhere. Well, that's right. You got that 2 pip deal. I think that's the only way to truly be successful with that futures is jump out 2 or 3 pips away, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, going up.
I don't trust it. We're hitting right here the previous rejection point where it came down.
Right. And it's running into some resistance on the pivot and on the the 15-minute chart.
Yeah. All right, 1 minute for the COMEX open.
You ain't getting in, Tono?
No.
We're right at a swing high here on 10 second, and we still haven't really pushed through that resistance level where it came down last time. Here. That's just the 820
Okay, I'm
move
saying,
for
what's
the
that,
COMEX.
38?
No,
You saying the swing high, what's that, 38?
the swing high, that's on my futures chart, so it's at, let's see. Well, it's about right where we are now. 29, 20, 29, 30. Oh, whoa, we just dropped a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was afraid of. Trying to take a long there, it was going to get stopped here. dollar's been dropping since the session began pretty significantly. But yields have been rising, so mixed messages. Both the dollar and gold are weakening. Six minutes. 2 minutes. We got the daily pivot still just below us.
Mhm.
Twenty seconds. And by the time people on YouTube hear this, the news will already be out. We're still sitting here waiting for the news. There it is now. Not out yet. Not out yet. $200K, good for dollar, bad for gold. Unemployment. The other ones are still pending though. Final GDP, good for dollar, bad for gold. Come on, you gnarly piece of crap, get down there. Oh yeah.
There you go.
I clicked out at 270, but it popped back just as I clicked out and only gave me 110.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. I mean, 110's 110. I ain't going to complain, but that 270 looked pretty appetizing. I'm like, I'm out. Oh, damn.
Hold on a second. Yeah, you're right. All right. have to jump off. I got a appointment that just came in. Can you guys hear me?
I can't hear anything right now. Something happened to my
Yeah, I can.
audio. One
I can
moment,
hear
let me sort it out.
you. Can you hear me, Tono?
Yeah, email. Let Mike know that I got a appointment just
Can't
opened
hear
up for my
anything.
doctor.
All right, I'll
All
tell you.
right,
I'll
I'm
let him know.
jumping. I got to
All
run.
right.
All
All
right.
right.
And there you were. Just a second. What'd you say?
He said he had to go to a doctor appointment. They just called him and
Oh,
one just opened up.
okay. All right.
I don't know what to do. I could have got a few pips going up to 20 to 32, 35.
Yeah.
I ain't traded none. I guess it only looks good in the short term, but in the long scheme of things, it's only moving like 7 pips.
Yeah. Yeah. It hasn't
And it's
hasn't been
moving
doing
in there
much.
so raggedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. Huh. Oh, that did give me 270. What's wrong with me?
You're upside down, man. You had money and you ain't even know it.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how that happened. What the hell? Huh. Well, hey, I'll take it, but it didn't really seem. I don't know. Something's going on here. Something with my copy trader didn't quite register that right. Let me see what it says over here on TradeZella, where I keep track of my trades. Hard to trade down. I don't know if you're seeing this on the 1 minute Akanashi chart on MT4. There's a big support there. And then there's another big support over there on the 15-minute chart, the daily pivot chart.
Yeah, it look like it can turn and go back up.
Yeah. It wants to come down. It's pushing through it. It's trying to push through it. But that support zone is so big, especially on the 5-minute Hakanashi on MT4. You see that?
Yeah.
Let's see it on my screen if you don't have it right now. This,
Yeah, I got it.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, once you look up there, it's like, dang, it's 9 pips away from 25, but it didn't fall like that. Well, here we go.
Yeah. Trying to push. Yeah.
We probably done missed the doggone fall now.
No, it's gonna level out here, and it'll give us some more moves.
I think it's gonna turn around. It's probably pushing down just to turn around, try to go back up. They gotta catch it going back up. Unless it falls more. And there it is.
Right, yeah. Still hitting those resistances though. It's gonna be tough to push. I mean, I think it will because it wants to come down, but it's gonna be tough to push through there. The economy is surprisingly resilient. I mean, job market's pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
It's yeah.
I just don't know what's making gold shoot up like this to 48. I mean, it's almost at 49 yesterday.
I know. It's a crazy $200 up in just a couple days.
Yeah. One day.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. One day.
24 hours.
Yeah.
It was like a 24-hour deal. Because I'm still holding hedges at 45.98.
Yeah.
Yeah, 300 pips away. Well, 200 because it's really 4,600. I'm trading like Tono right now, not really doing nothing. And it give you something and you ain't quite ready. Like right now, we could have jumped in it while it caught the fall.
Yeah, but I just
but what is it really gonna do?
Yeah,
it ain't
just because of these resistances that it's on, even though it's pushing through it, I can't trust it. So, exactly. It's.
To me, it came down just to shoot up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch one of them in a minute. And it's gonna be this buy.
So Tono said he had to run off to the doctor, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad an
Ah,
appointment
there you
opened
go.
up for him. He's been having some issues the last few days, so I hope he gets it solved.
Yeah. Not the type pressure. That's what I thought it was doing right here. Pull it
Yeah,
back to do that.
yeah, you were right about that.
Yeah, I've been riding it up.
Oh, nice.
I'll ride it up to 25, I guess 24, 25. You see where I be getting my analogy from? From my gut.
Yeah, from your gut. Well, you know, honestly, I've gotten to know you over time. I think you do have a really good intuition. You've got a really good intuition for this. You better than
Yeah,
mine.
I'm gonna tell you what it is, man. Like I told Tono, I didn't really start putting it all together until you put it all together. You can just look at candles, and that's not gonna tell you the story. You got to have a feeling for the market and the knowledge of the past and what's going on in the news
Yeah.
and the candles. And when you put that all together, that's when you can trade.
Yep. Yep.
And it's still tough then because you got the little intangibles that you just not God. You don't know when it's gonna turn around. Can I
Yeah.
get out this hedge?
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
But to me, just knowing how the market moves uh works better for me than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that's probably more of trading price action. And see, that's why I always take my profits as soon as I get there. Like I was about to take a $22 profit off the table once it got up to 21, 22,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't, and it dropped back down. See, that's how I made my living. Dropped back down, and I should have took that 22, and once it pulled back to 17, jump back in it again. That's what I normally do,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
And see, Tono, he'll trade, he'll hold it until he go to 25. It don't matter how long it take to get there.
Yeah. 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 He has he has developed a kind of patience, and
Mhm.
you know, he's such a good hedger that the,
Right.
the risk for him is small, you know, because he can get out of the
And
hedges.
and I'm gonna tell you this too. When you run in a larger lot size, the safest thing to do is what he do.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone, because you jumping in there. Like if it falls back 5 pips and you jump back in and ride them 5 pips up, now you heavy. You got $100 going on right now. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he traded 50. That's a big difference. If that 100 turn against you, than if this $10 turn against you.
Yeah. 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 My wife is you know, she's always very cautious about my trading. She's like, well, you know, you're pulling some money out, but it's you know, it's not big, you know, really significant amounts yet. How do I know that this is really going to work out? How do I know if you're a good trader? And so right now I'm rocking 16 funded accounts, and
Mm.
you know, I've only got payouts from a couple of them. The rest of them are still below the minimums, and I'm getting them up there. They're slowly but surely they're getting up there. I'm traveling in the right direction, and here in a month or so, I'll probably be taking out, you know, some sizable amounts. But she's still skeptical. So last night she types into Gemini, which is Google's AI,
Mm-hmm.
and she says, you know, what does it mean if a trader passes 16 prop firm challenges? And it comes back and it says, if he has passed 16 prop firm challenges, that puts him in the 0.1% of all traders. and she was like, wow. I said, yeah, I'm good. I just haven't proven it yet in the bank account, but I'm good.
Yeah.
But,
Tell her that's when it come down to trusting her husband.
Yeah.
What what other good decisions have you made as her husband in the past 12 years y'all been married? You know what I'm saying? How long y'all
Yeah.
been married?
Well, we've been married for, I guess it's 12 years, but we've been together for 22.
Well, there you go. What
Yeah.
other good decisions I've made in the 22 years?
Right.
And then that's when you look at her and say, "Don't question me."
She would have a long list of bad decisions I've made too. So she'd go like, "Yeah, okay, okay, but what about this? What about this? What about this? What?" And I'd
But
have to, and
has
I'd
the
be
good
like, "Yeah, you're
outweighed
right."
all the bad? I believe so.
Yeah,
One good can outweigh 30 bads.
yeah, it can,
You know,
it can. Yeah,
it means you're a risk taker. Without risk, nobody gets rich. I don't care
yeah,
who you are.
yeah.
Come on, 25. Stop playing with me. And that's one thing I do a lot of. I get out. I normally get out like a pip ahead of where I'm trying to go.
Uh huh.
You know, sometimes they don't quite want to
Don't
reach
quite
that
make it.
particular pivot.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I told Tono one time, probably a couple months ago. I said, yeah, E-Man and I are, he does some things better than me, and I do some things better than him, but neither one of us
Hmm.
are that good. And
Yeah.
and he said, yeah, I can't remember what he said, but I think one of the things that you do that you're better than me. You've got better intuition. I need to develop that more. And I think we're both better traders than we were a couple months ago. This, I don't know about you, but like trading together like this and learning from each other has helped me. It
Yeah.
helps make me a better
Yeah.
trader.
Yeah. Yeah. It helps. It definitely helps.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this though, man. I have always been able to make money in it.
Hmm.
My biggest problem, I have always what made me lose a lot of times is because of the hedges. Trying to get out of the hedges,
Yeah. Same. Yep. Yep.
and a lot of times, if you don't quite have that where you should be
Yep.
when the
Hey,
market is turning around on you and understanding when to turn around, by the time you try to jump out 10, 15 times, you didn't lost so much money
yeah.
that you might as well just deleted it once it went 5 pips down,
Yep.
you know?
That's the 9 o'clock candle right there, but we're hitting a pivot, so I don't know if it's going to keep going up. I got to go. Somebody's at the back doorbell. I got to go open it. I'll be right back.
And you been
We have work going on in the house, remodeling a bathroom, and I usually leave that door unlocked for them to come in, but I forgot to, so the doorbell rang.
mm. So they downstairs ringing the doorbell up, or how does that work?
No, so I live in an apartment, but the apartment has well, our front door is basically the elevator. The elevator opens up into our apartment, but then we can
Right.
there's a little kind of vestibule or waiting area there. So there's actually a front doorbell. If we have those doors closed, then someone can get off the elevator and click our front doorbell. But then there's also a service elevator, like a cargo elevator. And this building, back in the day, it was built in the 1920s. People used to have domestic help, and so there's a back door where the service elevator comes up. There's just another.
So that service elevator will only lead to your level. It won't lead to your particular house like that elevator will, right?
Right.
Opens to your living room.
Right.
Now, see, I watched a lot of movies in New York, and all of them like that. I was always wondering about that. Is the elevator opening right up into your living room? And how can you lock it when you go to sleep at night so don't nobody can come into your house like that?
Well, I'll send you a picture of how we have it a little later today. But a lot of times there's just a key that you can turn that blocks off your floor. So when people press the button to your floor in that elevator, it doesn't go anywhere. It's like a dead button. And then when we turn the key, then it turns that button back on so people can come up.
So do that elevator bypass your floor and go to the next level up higher?
Well, we're on the top floor, so no.
Okay. Well, if you well, say your neighbors who's on the 5th floor and you on the 6th floor.
Yeah.
If you was on the 5th floor, can you stop there and possibly come into somebody's house?
In our building, we are the only residence that has the elevator that opens into our apartment, and that's because we actually bought 2 apartments. And the elevator only serviced these 2 apartments on the top floor. So when we bought the 2 apartments, we just joined them, and now the elevator kind of opens up into the hallway between where the 2 apartments, where they used to be 2 apartments. I'll send you a little video and to show you how it works tomorrow or later today.
Yeah. So it seemed like you should be able to lock your door or something at your floor to where that elevator nobody can get in if they pass it by, if they on the 4th floor coming up to the 5th.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sure y'all can lock it like this, something like that.
Yeah. We have it a little differently. We have a door that goes in front of the elevator, and so if you're inside the elevator and the door opens on our floor, there's another door right there with a sign on it that says private residence. And it's locked, and so they can't get in.
Okay.
So they can come to the floor, but then there's the elevator door opens, and it's like there's a wall right there.
Right.
It's a door.
So the only way to get that open is another button you got to press to open that for you.
Yes.
Okay. So when you come home, it's a key you put in.
Yeah.
And it draws it back or unlocks.
Yeah. Yep.
Is it a doorknob on it or it's a slide door?
It's a doorknob.
Okay.
Yeah.
And while you unlocking it, you still standing on the actual elevator.
Yes. Yeah.
I always wondered this, man. Every movie I watch in New York.
But instead of a key, it's a fob. It's like electronic.
Right.
Yeah. You know how that works, right? It's just yeah. We could even unlock
almost
it with
like
our
a
phone.
tap.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm thinking of this isn't doing much, and I know that as soon as I get off, it's going to do more. But I got to be honest, that first loss and then that second win, which was also kind of dicey because it almost didn't go my direction, it's kind of rattled my nerves, and I think maybe I shouldn't trade anymore anyway.
275, right?
Yeah, I got 270. Yeah. But that only put me up 120 for the day. You know what I mean? Because I took the first loss I took was 150, and then I got 270, so I'm just up 120. But that's, I'll take it. I'll take it across all my accounts and go home.
I'm gonna tell you what I've been making a mistake this year. That's why I hate them breaks, bro. I lost my mojo a little bit. My trading strategy. Uh, because I was doing great last month. This New Year's, I ain't been doing that great.
Mm.
Uh, I I got a free $200 yesterday on that fall,
Mm-hmm.
and I kept going for more. And I
Ah,
was telling myself, you need to stop. You stop right now while you're ahead. It's a free 200.
yep,
You know what I'm saying? And I
yep.
stayed in it. I took my profit and I put in another sale because the bottom floor was all the way to the was it the daily pivot yesterday? Yeah,
Yep.
back in 4700. And I'm like, this thing finna go all the way down because I felt it was too high anyway. I've been expecting it to drop another 200 pips. And it turned around and shot back up 50 pips just like that, man. It hurt me.
Yeah. Yeah. I did the same thing, to be honest. I took that sell, gave me $200, and then I took another
Mm-hmm.
sell, and it started going up. And so now I'm hedged, and I'll get out of it, but right now I'm hedged on that trade
Mm-hmm.
because I was on my phone, so all I had was my bot account, and I just said
Right.
because actually what happened, I was laying down on the couch, and I had my phone in my hand, and I have Truth Social, and I saw Trump tweet that he had reached a framework of an agreement on Greenland and that he wasn't going to impose the tariffs on February 1st. And I opened MT4 and I hit sell. And, it was only a $15 trade, but I made $200. And, and then I hit sell again, and I shouldn't have because it was at the bottom. It had bottomed out by
Yep.
then.
Yep. But it wasn't supposed to bottom out, and it did because there
Right.
was no reason for it to stop going. None.
Exactly. That's what I thought too.
Other than market manipulation. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. People buying the dip. All right, man. I'm gonna go.
All right, brother.
I will catch you tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one. Okay, YouTube. As you heard, I'm gonna call it. I'm just not in the right frame of mind to keep trading, and so. Oh, look! With that, I did not update my stats panel, and I can understand sometimes forgetting to put a loss on there. I don't do that. I mean, I don't do it on purpose. Sometimes I forget to update the whole thing, as you can see. But we have a win and a loss. The win was much bigger than the loss, so ended up the day with some nice profit. Okay profit. So, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you tonight at 7:30. 7:45, somewhere around there. You'll see the thing on YouTube. And you can always come to the BarcelonaTrader.com to where it says live streams and find the current stream there. All right. All right. We'll see you. Have a great one.